Say hello.
Hello!
Where are you going right now?
We are going to Millennium Bridge and I'm so excited because we're riding on the new bicycles.
Well, it looks basically the same, just a little bit smaller.
When I'm lonely in the dark, I know you are with me, yeah. Don't you see that I need you so much? Don't you see that I love you so much? Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, darling, I need your love. Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, darling, I need your love.
All I know is the Millennium Bridge is very close to here. And look at this.
I know you are with me, yeah. Don't you see that I need you so much? Don't you see that I love you so much? Oh, na,
As many of you know, we are currently staying in London awaiting the world to open so that we can go home. But in the meantime, we are keeping busy by exploring our temporary home.
The Millennium Bridge is one of the most striking bridges that crosses the River Thames. It quickly became known as the Wobbly Bridge as it swayed so much. On the day of its launch, the 10th of June 2000, when the Queen inaugurated the bridge, over 90,000 people walked over it. It closed just 2 days after its launch in 2000 and reopened almost 2 years later on the 27th of February 2002. The Millennium Bridge links St. Paul's Cathedral on the North Bank with the Tate Modern Museum and Shakespeare's Globe in Southwark. It is London's first dedicated pedestrian footbridge. The bridge has starred in many films, our favourite being Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. The bridge was used to represent the Brockdale Bridge that collapses following a dramatic attack by the Death Eaters. We enjoyed breathtaking views of the London skyline as the sun set in the distance. As we walked across the bridge, we got closer and closer to the spectacular St. Paul's Cathedral. St. Paul's Cathedral is an Anglican cathedral and it sits at the highest point of the City of London. The cathedral dates back to the 17th century. It was designed by Sir Christopher Wren and was part of a major rebuilding program in the city after the Great Fire of London. The cathedral is one of the most iconic sights of London. Its dome has dominated the skyline for over 300 years. At 365 feet or 111 meters high, it was the tallest building in London until 1963. The dome remains among the highest in the world. St. Paul's is the second largest church building in the United Kingdom after Liverpool Cathedral. Services held at St. Paul's have included the funerals of Winston Churchill and Margaret Thatcher, peace services marking the end of the First and Second World Wars, the wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Diana, the 80th and 90th birthdays of Queen Elizabeth II, to name a few. we're right outside of St. Paul's Cathedral, and we also walked over the Millennium Bridge. It's been so nice to do some touristy things, especially because we know the rest of the world is currently still locked down, so we are very lucky to be out and about and seeing things like a tourist.
And we just love learning about this. You know, if we have a chance to see historic things, then we're gonna do it.
We've been in London for almost 2 months, and we kind of said to ourselves, wow, it's crazy, we haven't seen anything. We're gonna be making a special effort over the next couple of weeks to see as much as we can before we hopefully are able to go home.
And if you guys have any suggestions for other things that you guys know of in London that you would like us to see,
We'll show
you, yeah. God, she's absolutely lost it. She's absolutely lost it.
How to keep rolling London.
It is so cold here. We're on this bridge now.
The Canadian is getting cold.
Yes,
Imagine how I feel.
It is very cold. And we read that there's supposed to be like paintings on this bridge, and we don't know where it is. We're looking for it.
400 little artworks, so we're on the hunt for these little artworks.
Yes.
But I can't find the artwork, and I'm so disappointed.
Ah, yeah, we
There's
can't.
meant to be 400 little artworks all over the bridge, and we can't find them.
And she's looking.
I am.
Can you guys see them? Babe. Are you joking?
I think that is it. I think that's it. You see, I found it.
No way.
Some may think this is just a little smush in the ground. Turns out this is a little artwork.
This is a smush in the ground.
No. That one's also an artwork. It looks like a bigger smush, but it's more art. Isn't that interesting? I think this one over here, though, is just a smush. That one, artwork.
And that one right over there.
That one, a
and
smush.
what about this one?
I classify that one as smush. That one, artwork. Look at that. Yet another artwork. Look at this. Smush, artwork. Take note. Smush, artwork. We're about to develop frostbite, so we're going to head back to our bicycles and cycle back. Let's pray that we don't turn into ice cubes along the way.
Alright.
How the other night last, maybe come around for a minute, should I like that? I could never catch, taking aim, might have missed you. Couple 100 miles out, if I hear the text, no, you're probably blacked out. How the other night last, maybe come around for a minute, should I like that? I could never